I am the Birdman! Yeah, I flee to my bird country!
Oh my god.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another week of Thinking Inside the Box.
I'm Max.
And I'm Bella.
And I'm your co-host, Roman Skizane.
I love that name.
So today we're going to be talking about a couple things, but our main topic is...
Bees!
You may have heard the buzz, but we're going to talk the deets.
We're gonna get into this hive and figure stuff out.
So our specialist, Bella, has gone out into the field to research this strange creature known as the bee.
Indeed.
Well, she researched it a lot.
Actually, Max, I was out in the field the other day, in the backyard, watering my grass, and I saw this little yellow thing, and I didn't quite know what it was, so I looked up fuzzy yellow things. They were bees.
Oh, I found...
Also the sun, but mostly bees.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
And Big Bird.
That's a copyright. We're going to cut that out.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Cut all that.
So what are some fun bee facts?
Well, fun bee facts from www.betterbee.com.
Cut that.
What? Why? Okay.
We'll put it in our credits.
Okay.
Cut that.
Are we cutting that now?
Just cutting all this.
Okay,
Right.
great.
Back to recording now.
Did you know a honeybee has to travel over 55,000 miles and visits approximately 2 million flowers for 1 pound of honey?
Wow, that's a lot of miles.
That's a lot of miles.
Now we're gonna actually in the studio today. I actually brought about a pound of honey that I got at a store nearby. They had a lot of honey there, which means they must have had a lot of flowers and even more bees.
Even more bees.
So now, everybody take a spoon, please. And Roman. All right, and here's our little container.
Roman's
All right.
putting a spoon in my mouth.
All right, so
Cut that.
we're just gonna pour a little honey in each one of our spoons. Just do a little taste test to see what 2 million flowers actually tastes like.
Indeed.
So Bella, while we're pouring this up in here, how is honey made? How do bees do it?
Well, you see, bees go around and they pollinate flowers, you see, and then they eat the center of the flower, and when they get back to the hive, they poop out honey.
Oh, it's as simple as that. So now we've got our bee flower poop in these spoons, and we're each gonna take a little slurp.
Ugh.
That's
Tastes like sadness.
It's quite viscous.
Thousands of flowers' dreams have all been washed away.
It's really sweet.
It actually
That's a
tastes
word
kind
for
of
it.
salty.
It's the tears from the flowers.
Do you not taste the
I can taste the
saltiness?
salt a little bit.
Have you ever had Marmite?
I'm not. Is that honey?
It's made from termites.
It's actually made from yeast.
Oh. That's... Okay.
It tastes like yeast
So-
to me.
So what are some other... wow, this honey is really... This is actually pure...
Caustic.
It's called pure clover honey, and it's grade A. So that means the bees only got the pollen from
Actually, it wasn't
clovers.
harvested from bees, it was harvested from A's. That's why it's grade A.
It's not grade B.
Hey.
Just gotta wipe my spoon off here. There's a little bit too much
I'm actually
honey.
going to go in for another divot
Oh my god, good
of
luck.
honey here.
Max, please. You don't know how many thousands of flowers have
that's
died
a
to give you this
That's
honey.
healthy.
That's a lot. Roman, quiet down a little bit. See your audio. Okay,
Cut
so
that.
going in for the second spoonful here, I'm going to describe the flavor for you guys.
Good lick, Max.
So, very sweet, first initial thing, and
Not salty.
not a very hostile flavor.
No,
It's
it's
a-
quite inviting, really.
You monster.
It's it makes me think of tea. It makes me think of
Wax, perhaps?
kind
Yeah,
of very
like
waxy.
a welcoming candle.
Definitely tastes very opaque.
Oh, that's true.
Anyways, moving aside, honey is actually quite popular. There's been some people that have said that honey is not to be eaten.
It's actually been used more in the latest technology for military grade explosives. That's why
What?
they call them sticky bombs.
Oh, that's true. That is very true, actually, in my
Honey,
field
it
research.
is really. It's all over my hands right now, actually.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wipe.
It
That,
feels
don't worry, Max. That's gonna be for the scene we're gonna do later.
Okay. Well, moving along.
PG-13.
So
Cut that out.
Bella has some other facts here for us.
I do. Oh, I have a lot of facts here.
Really? I don't see any.
Well, how about you hear them? This is a podcast, not a television show. Honeybees are responsible for approximately 80% of all fruit, vegetables, and seed in the United States.
Wow, that's.
We'd be in big trouble without them.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of
Honeybees
seed,
are
all right.
actually going extinct, and that's really sad.
Yeah, it's
Truly
quite
depressing.
tragic.
Soon there won't be any left.
That's
Well, if you heard the buzz, it's quite a sad thing.
So in the studio today, only the real fans will know this, but we actually have a box full of crickets here on stage.
true. We do. Just in
Crickets
case.
are kind of similar to bees. Bella, you want to talk about what the similarities are? Well, I'll grab one to interview.
Indeed. So a lot of people don't really know that bees and crickets are actually part of the same family. And you know, bees make that buzzing sound. Crickets make a very similar sound.
I'm actually going to put a cricket on the microphone now. Just see how that
This
goes.
is a real life cricket.
Oh, he jumped.
He jumped. Get him with the spoon.
Get him with the spoon, Roman. Don't break his legs.
Roman.
Okay.
No
okay,
crickets were hurt in the making of this
he's gone.
podcast. Oh,
I mean, I don't know. It's
Oh.
either.
pick it. Oh. Ah!
Okay, so
I mean, either the cricket goes.
so the cricket's gone under the couch. So
either the cricket goes.
Oh my gosh.
you know,
Oh no, that's
either
not
I
it.
break the cricket's
All
legs
right.
or it goes in the lizard's mouth. I mean,
So
it might still live. for the
postpone
legs.
the cricket interview until he comes out of the couch.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna skip to our fan mail section. So
All right. So we now have a dedicated and wonderful fan.
we told him we were gonna do a podcast about bees, and he ecstatically sent us this
Jar.
full of dead things.
It's true.
And there may actually be a bee among these preserved a menagerie of preservatives.
So the container is a circular sort of cylindrical container with a metal top. Other sides are plastic.
Remove metal lid before microwaving.
That's what it says on the top.
Huh, interesting. So now, among the bee inside the vial, inside the jar
There's
of
other dead
preservatives,
things in there. So
we
we're gonna-
have
Yeah.
all kinds of things, like a tapeworm
a
there,
frog.
a frog, a lobster, a really small lobster.
Excuse me? That is not a lobster.
That's
it's
a
not quite big
crayfish.
enough. It's a crayfish.
You may
shrimp.
remember that from our other episode
same thing.
with Crayfish Joe.
That's
Yep.
true.
There's
we
what
have,
seems to be a mollusk of some sort.
I believe that to be a clam.
Wow.
That got the claps.
This is truly thrilling audio content.
We have what appears to be a large roundworm, although because it's been in this container for so long, it's now a flatworm.
That's true.
Some might call it a tapeworm. Others among this include the exotic and foreign frog.
We already talked about the frog.
Have we talked about the frog,
Oh,
Max?
Roman.
Have we really talked about the frog? Do you want me to get the frog out right now?
Oh, please don't.
We've actually been asked not to open this product because the preservative inside might be toxic.
And
Unlike
also
many
possibly
other
flammable.
canned goods, this is not one you can open and sip slightly like soup.
Oh, this is rough. This is a rough podcast.
Delicious. Can you imagine actually eating one of these? You know, it's like the microwave. Please remove metal lid before microwaving. Like,
I don't know why they want us to
Am I
microwave
the only
it.
person who, as a kid, like, would take toads out of the wild and, like, keep them in a bowl for a couple of days?
yeah. I would grab them. Like, I lived in the swamp.
Okay. Good to
and,
know.
like,
Creature from the Black
I
Lagoon
gra-
over here.
I would like try and get frogs and toads and stuff. It was very nice, very nice. I put them in a bucket, and then I dug a giant hole and like filled it with water, and I made like hollowed out little holes in the wall. And I was like, "All right, frogs, here's your new home. Behold your little hole city."
I would do something
wow.
similar to that. However, instead of digging